Aging is as certain as the rising sun, an unchanging truth woven into the fabric of existence. From its very beginning, life unfolds as a journey shaped by choices, actions, and the inescapable rhythm of time. Yet for many, the later years bring a unique sorrow, feeling overlooked, unappreciated, or disregarded by those they once cared for with boundless devotion. The Buddha wisely observed, "Attachment is the root of suffering." This timeless truth resonates deeply, particularly in the delicate and evolving dynamics of family relationships. To age is not merely to witness the physical body grow frail, but to experience the transformation of relationships, sometimes in ways that challenge our inner tranquility. If your children, who once depended on you completely, now seem detached or indifferent, hold this thought close. The storm outside cannot ripple the still pond within unless you allow it. The insights of Zen and Buddhist philosophy illuminate a path to navigate these emotional complexities with grace, wisdom, and enduring peace. Together, let us explore a story, a mirror to life itself, intertwined with teachings that inspire serenity and strength, even in the face of neglect. The seed of discontent. An elderly man sat quietly in his modest home. His days were filled with solitude, interrupted only by the occasional sound of footsteps outside. His children, once the center of his universe, rarely visited. When they did, their words were clipped, their attention divided by the glowing screens in their hands. He felt a pang of longing each time they left. Questions filled his mind. Did I not love them enough? Was I too strict, too lenient? Why do they not see me now? One day, during his meditation, a thought arose like a bird taking flight. Am I seeking their respect to fill a void within myself? This question became a turning point, an invitation to embark on an inner journey. The mirror of expectations Buddhism teaches that suffering arises when we cling to expectations. As the man began to reflect on the nature of his relationship with his children, he realized that his longing for their respect was tied to an unspoken expectation, that they should honor him simply because he was their parent. A wise teacher once said, "Let go of how life should be and embrace it as it is." With this in mind, he began to release his attachment to the idea of what his children should do or feel. The garden of self-reflection. Instead of wallowing in sadness, the man turned inward. He asked himself, have I truly lived in a way that inspires respect? Did I show them how to be compassionate, or did I only demand it from them? These questions were not meant to blame himself, but to cultivate understanding. He remembered moments of anger, impatience, and neglect in his parenting. He saw these moments with clarity but without judgment, recognizing them as part of his human journey. He also acknowledged his efforts, the sacrifices, the love, the guidance he provided. This balanced reflection allowed him to accept both his imperfections and his virtues. The practice of non-attachment. In the evenings, as the world outside grew quiet, the man practiced letting go. He meditated on the transient nature of life, repeating to himself, "My children's actions are their own karma. My peace is my responsibility." This mantra became his anchor. With time, he felt a shift within, a lightness, as if a heavy burden had been lifted from his heart. The gift of compassion. One day, while walking in the park, the man saw a young child stumbling as they learned to walk. The child's parents stood nearby, arms outstretched, ready to catch them if they fell. He smiled, remembering the years when his own children had been so small. He realized that love is not a transaction. It is a gift freely given, without expectations. From that day, he decided to offer his love to his children without strings attached. When they visited, he greeted them warmly, regardless of their mood. When they didn't, he sent them silent blessings, wishing them happiness and peace. The ripple effect of Inner Peace Months passed. the man's calm demeanor began to influence those around him. His children, initially puzzled by his change, started to notice something different. One day, his eldest said, "You seem so peaceful, Father." "What changed?" He smiled and replied, "I stopped waiting for the world to bring me peace and found it within myself." This response planted a seed in their hearts. Over time, they began to visit more often, not out of obligation, but from a genuine desire to be near him. The wisdom of acceptance. The man understood that respect, like a flower, cannot be forced to bloom. It grows naturally. When nurtured with patience, understanding, and kindness, he also accepted that not every seed grows. Some of his children remained distant, absorbed in their own lives, but this no longer troubled him. He had learned to find contentment in the love he offered, regardless of whether it was returned. The teaching. When neglected, stay calm and do this. When you feel disrespected or ignored by your children. 1. Reflect without judgment. Look within and ask yourself if you are holding on to expectations that cause suffering. Accept both your mistakes and your virtues with compassion. 2. Let go of attachment. Release the need for your children's respect to validate your worth. Remember that their actions are a reflection of their journey, not your value. 3. Practice loving kindness. Offer love without expecting anything in return. Send blessings, even to those who hurt you. 4. Cultivate inner peace. Through meditation, mindfulness, or prayer, nurture a sense of calm within yourself. Let this peace be your anchor. 5. Lead by example. Live in a way that inspires respect. Show kindness, patience, and wisdom in your actions. As we ponder the story of the elderly man, his journey offers profound insights into the nature of relationships, self-worth, and peace. Each step he took reflects timeless Buddhist wisdom, applicable not only to aging, but to all stages of life. Let us delve deeper into the teachings and reflect on their transformative power. 1. The illusion of control. The man's initial pain stemmed from his desire to control the outcome of his relationship with his children. He expected respect, love, and attention as repayment for his years of sacrifice. Buddhism teaches us that clinging to control over others' actions leads to suffering. People act based on their own experiences, perceptions, and karma, which are beyond our influence. Ask yourself, am I trying to control something that is not mine to control? Recognizing this frees you from the constant struggle to mold others' behavior to fit your desires. When you release this grip, you create space for peace and acceptance. 2. The mirror of expectations. Expectations are like fragile threads tying us to disappointment. The man's realization that he had placed unspoken demands on his children was a turning point. By recognizing and releasing these expectations, he liberated himself from the cycle of hurt. Expectations often lead to resentment, both in ourselves and in others. Reflect on your relationships and consider, what am I expecting that causes me pain? How would this relationship feel if I let go of these expectations? This practice allows love and connection to flow naturally, free from the weight of should and ought to. 3. The power of non-attachment. Non-attachment is not about indifference. It is about finding joy and contentment within, regardless of external circumstances. When the man embraced this teaching, he discovered a profound freedom that no external validation could provide. Meditate on the impermanence of life. Imagine holding a beautiful flower in your hands. As you admire it, recognize that its beauty is fleeting. Can you appreciate it without clinging to it? This mindset, applied to relationships, brings profound peace. For loving without conditions, the man's shift to unconditional love was a pivotal moment. Instead of measuring his children's worth by their actions, he chose to love them simply because they existed. This practice of metta, loving kindness, transformed his relationship with himself and his family. Practice loving kindness, meditation. Close your eyes and silently repeat these phrases. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. May my children be happy. May they be peaceful. May they be free from suffering. Extend these wishes to everyone in your life. This practice softens the heart and strengthens your capacity for unconditional love. 5. Embracing inner peace. The man's peace became a beacon, drawing his children closer. His calmness, born from self-reflection and acceptance, was more powerful than any words he could have spoken. Inner peace is contagious. When you cultivate serenity within yourself, it radiates outward, influencing those around you. Ask yourself, am I seeking peace externally when it already exists within me? Turn inward through mindful practices, meditation, or moments of quiet gratitude. 6. Accepting life as it is. One of the most liberating lessons in Buddhism is to accept life as it is, not as you wish it to be. The man's acknowledgement that some of his children might never return his love freed him from unnecessary suffering. Acceptance does not mean resignation. It means seeing reality clearly and responding with wisdom. Reflect on areas of your life where you resist what is. Ask yourself, what would it feel like to stop resisting this reality? How can I move forward with grace, even if this situation doesn't change? When you find peace within yourself, it creates ripples that touch every relationship in your life. The man's story reminds us that transformation begins within. His children, inspired by his serenity, began to reconnect with him, not because they were forced to, but because they were drawn to his light. Imagine yourself as a calm lake. Even when stones, challenges, are thrown into the water, the ripples eventually settle, and the surface becomes still again. Carry this image with you during moments of difficulty. Practical steps to embrace these teachings. 1. Daily mindfulness practice. Dedicate a few moments each day to quiet reflection. Focus on your breath and release any lingering attachments or expectations that weigh on your mind. 2. Gratitude journal. Make it a habit to write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice helps shift your attention from what's lacking to the abundance in your life. 3. Acts of loving kindness. Engage in small, thoughtful acts of kindness without expecting anything in return. Whether it's a kind word, a considerate gesture, or silent blessings for those who may have hurt you, these actions nurture compassion. 4. Seek wisdom. Explore teachings from Zen and Buddhist masters through reading or listening. Their timeless insights provide valuable guidance and inspiration for overcoming life's challenges. 5. Connect with community. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who value mindfulness and compassion. A supportive community can reinforce these practices and serve as a source of encouragement and light. Embracing Zen and Buddhist teachings. The teachings of Zen and Buddhism remind us that life's challenges, including neglect or disrespect, are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. The journey of the elderly man shows us that we do not need others to complete us or make us whole. Peace, love, and respect begin within. Remember, you are not defined by others' actions, but by your response to them. True love flows freely and unconditionally, expecting nothing in return. Inner peace is your birthright. Nurture it, and it will transform your life and inspire those around you. May you, like the man in the story, find serenity in the midst of life's storms. Let your calm and radiant light inspire others to follow their own path to peace. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content. Just click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Feel free to leave a comment and share what you'd like to see next. I'll see you in the next video.